Hello, I'm Atujame and you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime at 9, now news in details. The Chief Executive Officer of the Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland has announced the 3-day Corporate Social Responsibility Bankers and Investors meeting at Kohima scheduled for Monday. Speaking to Hornbill TV, CEO of IDN Alamtamshi Jamir informed that Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has decided to come to Kohima to attend the conclave. He informed that the Finance Minister has scheduled her visit to come on the 22nd, 23rd, and the 24th of August, which has been finalized. It was informed that this time there would be no cancellation of the visit.
Last time it was a little disappointing that the Union Finance Minister could not come in, but despite her inability to come, about 114 corporates, in any case, they turned up. It was quite encouraging to see, and then we have never seen so many corporates in Nagaland in the past, and so many of them have turned up, and then over and above that, many of the CSR commitments have been given, almost amounting to about 40-60 lakh crores. So we are quite happy with, even if the event was postponed, we had some outcomes of that meet. They are willing to come. Like I've said, we have got about 120-30 corporates already confirmed about coming in the next few days. More confirmations are coming in. And even from the CII, the Confederation of Indian Industries, they have already committed at least 50 already confirmed, and maybe up to 60 people, corporates will be coming in, which is a big number. And especially the team is to be led by Mr. R. Dinesh. He is the president designate, the next president of the CII. He is coming in, flying in personally. So there's a lot of interest in the ongoing conclave which we are planned.
Jamir also informed that 130 corporate groups have already confirmed to attend the conclave. From the Confederation of Indian Industry, 50 are said to have confirmed.
So our Honorable Union Minister of Finance, she has decided to ensure that she makes her program to Kohima, and then she's decided to come on the 22nd, 23rd and the 24th of August. So that is more or less finalized. I don't think there can be any room for cancellations this time. Now, as far as the ministry officials are concerned, she's bringing in officers from the Department of Corporate Affairs, which is also looking after all the corporate houses of India, and also linked up with the CSR. She's also bringing in the Department of Financial Services, DFS, which is looking after the banking, and also perhaps the Secretary of the DPIT, that the Department of Industries Promotion, that also they will come in.
Chief Executive Officer of the Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland, Alamtamshi Jamir, while addressing a press conference today in Kohima, informed that the next Corporate Social Responsibility Conclave inaugural event will be held at the NBCC Conference Hall in Kohima, while second and third day conclave will be held at the State Cultural Hall and IT Directorate Hall respectively. He also informed that there will be exhibition stalls to sell ideas to pitch for the investment. CEO further informed that more than 100 corporate investors from different parts of the country have confirmed their participation and are expected to extend CSR funding up to rupees 160 crore.
Of course, there are some ruling that any NGO, anybody who is supposed to apply and supposed to qualify for this requires to be registered under CSR 1 under the law. So under CSR 1 they have to be registered, and then they have to be functioning for about 2-3 years. Those kind of things are there, for which the IDAN is willing to, we are also registered CSR body, IDAN. So we will be helping the NGOs to access. So anybody from anywhere, and you may be already knowing, we have been working this through the Commissioner and the Deputy Commissioners. And we have spread the message far and wide. and asking the deputy commissioners to identify NGOs and other people to apply for the CSR, in any kind of form that they want. So kindly, try to dispel the incorrect view that this is stage managed and meant for only a few people.
Joint Secretary IDN, Rennie Wilfred, informed that applications were received for around 400 projects from both CSR registered and non-registered bodies from across the state. He said that IDN plans to hold campaign to create awareness among the CSOs on approaching the corporates and investors to avail CSR funding and investment from industries, as Nagaland currently has only around 25 organizations fulfilling the CSR requirement.
NGOs are eligible at this point for receiving CSR funds. So in 2021 March, there was one notification from Ministry of Corporate Affairs where it is clearly mentioned which all entities are eligible for CSR contributions or receiving CSR contribution or as a CSR implementing agency. So the entities as of now need to have AITC registration and CSR 1 registration and minimum 3 years of track record. So it is the part of the companies which are giving the funds to Nagaland to identify such NGOs and route the funds to NGOs. By default, all the DCs can act as per the rule as CSR implementing agencies. So DC is one entity in the district who can act as an umbrella entity. But any other entity through this CSR conclave and in the continuous process of building, capacity building, what we are looking at is empowering the NGOs and CSOs to directly interact, negotiate with the companies and bring in funds at their own strength to the ground to bring in a change.
In a major breakthrough, the Nagaur police today apprehended the absconding accused of the May 25 hit-and-run case resulting to the death of St. Joseph University Dimapur College student Mapuila. According to the Nagaur police, the accused has been identified as Dildar Hussain. The arrested accused was handed over to the SIT team of Dimapur police comprising of ACP Traffic Dimapur Hentai Pom. Nagaur police in a Facebook post stated that accused Hussain was apprehended in connection with road traffic accident that has taken place on July 20 at Gorai Mari under Nagaur police station, knocking a tempo resulting in the death of one lady and injuring 15 passengers, and had been on the run since then. While investigating the incident case, the police stated that it came to light that the same accused person had committed hit-and-run offence in May at Dimapur with same vehicle, killing a college girl. A 45-year-old man who escaped from court 2 days back and was accused of rape and murder was lynched by a mob on Thursday in Assam's Lakhimpur district, police said. Gerjai Barua, alias Raju Barua, who the police identified as a dreaded criminal, was hiding near a stream in Kili village in Gilamar police station area when some locals nabbed him during the early hours, a police officer said. He was immediately nabbed and beaten mercilessly by the villagers before they handed him over to the police. The police have lodged a case of murder against unidentified persons and are trying to identify the people behind the assault. However, no arrests have been made yet. The accused and 2 other criminals fled from police custody from a court in Taukankana, where they were taken for hearing. While one of them was nabbed on Wednesday, search is on for the third. Barua sustained injuries in an encounter with police in September last year and had fled from a COVID-19 ward in a hospital in January this year before he was nabbed again. The United Sanctum Students' Conference has appealed to the education authorities to direct the teachers who have been posted to the Kifri Government Higher Secondary School to join duties. The organization issued a press release on Wednesday appreciating the Department of School Education for introducing the science stream for Kifri GHSS. Classes for the science stream are yet to start and the academic year 2022-23 is going to conclude. The students' organization stated. Citing sources, the USSC said 5 science teachers have been deployed to the Kifri GHSS while 2 teachers are yet to join their posting place. Therefore, the USSC has appealed to the department to direct the teachers posted to Kifri to join their respective posting places and start the class with 10 days in accordance with the government's notification. The USSC also said that the school has been functioning with a shortage of 2 English and 1 sociology teachers since the school's upgrade. The organization has appealed to the authorities to address the demand on top priority. In a sudden and major political development, CM Prem Singh Tamang led cabinet is likely to reshuffle soon as Speaker Sikkim Legislative Assembly LB Das resigned from his post. This has come as a surprise as everything was going well. Following the resignation of the Speaker, now speculation is being made in the public sphere saying BJP MLA may be the next Speaker, but at the same time, as per the SKM party, Insider Food and Civil Supply Minister is likely to be the next Speaker. Meanwhile, Governor Ganga Prasad has announced the date of the election for the Speaker. He informed that the election will be held on August 22nd. Sources inform that 2 BJP MLAs are also likely to get a cabinet berth. It is mentioned that BJP has time and again complained that the alliance between SKM and BJP is only for the name's sake and SKM has not fulfilled his alliance term. Leader of Opposition Mukul Sangma said the Deputy Chief Minister President Tang Sung can continue his daydreaming exercise as long as he wants. Tiang Sung had recently asked the All India Trinamool Congress legislators to join the Bharatiya Janata Party pre-elections, stating that neither Tiang Sung nor the NPP has to accept the AITC. The leader of opposition asked Tiang Sung to know what exactly is happening if he thinks that everybody is accepting his party, NPP. Mukul further said people who desire to be with the NPP and be their projected candidates are having tough times to retain their own people on political comrades or push them about their alignment with the NPP and leave them.
Tan Song doesn't have to accept AITC. Okay. President Tan Song doesn't have to accept AITC. NPP doesn't have to accept AITC. But he should know what exactly is happening. Does he think that everybody is accepting NPP? I have had the privilege to get so many inputs. People who have decided to be with NPP, be their projected candidates, they are having tough time to retain their own people, own political comrades, who are questioning them about their alignment with NPP and leaving them. This is what is happening on the ground zero. You can do your own research and then corroborate with your fact finding. I'm sure certain things are before the people. There is no denial that a few people will be adventurous. Have I not told you in last year? Not only from AITC, but even from other parties. There will be few adventurism. There will be some element of surprises as we come closer to the election. After the session, you will see many things happening. Whether it is from NPP, whether it is from UDP, you'll see many things happening, you know. It's not just from AITC, but please remember one thing, that political parties per se, and as far as our party is concerned, we are not looking only at the sitting MLAs. We have taken pride in telling our friends, in conveying this message, which is loud and clear and which is before the public domain, that AITC is providing a platform for people who share our intent of serving the people with utmost sense of commitment, dedication, and who would like to see that this particular political platform can be really utilized for the purpose of embarking upon a new journey in starting their innings as politicians or as members in active politics, and see how best we can all collectively aggregate our strength to serve the people and build this beautiful state.
Slamming Chief Minister Conrad Sangma and NPP leadership, Mukul said the MDA government has achieved to generate that narrative where the question of probity in public life is being questioned by every citizen. In the state, that has not happened in the past. There are too many instances of such alleged irregularities and corruptions have been brought before the government, and the persistent denial adopted by the government, which complete sense of impunity that has never happened in the past, Dr. Mukul said while commenting on the CM's Independence Day speech.
The incumbent government has achieved what other governments in the past have not achieved. You know, they have achieved to generate that narrative where the question of probity in public life is being questioned by every citizen in the state. That has not happened in the past. There are too many, I say too many. You will have to have, your fingertips to count actually one by one. And you may have to pause to rethink and then recollect which are those issues. How many instances of, such alleged irregularities and corruptions have been brought before the government? And the persistent denial adopted by the government with complete sense of impunity, that has never happened in the past. Therefore, what they have done, no government in the past have done. No leader in the past have done. In fact, the past will give you an idea as to how the leaders of the past, who had the privilege to be in the helm of affairs of governance, demonstrated their responsibility towards the people and towards the state with utmost sense of commitment, sincerity, honesty, and probity in public life. But this has not happened during the incumbent government's tenure. Rather, there are questions after questions after questions, which is completely unprecedented. Therefore, what he is saying is correct. That what they have achieved, but to be blunt, is not something on which people can be happy, on something which gives reasons for people to really think and act.
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.